Okay, good. Oh my goodness, you guys. It is so good to be back together. Welcome, welcome everybody. So good to be with you tonight. I am so excited. We have a huge lineup for tonight, and I'm excited to go through some of the fun plans that we have for 2024. I'm excited to go over our January promotions with you. We're going to talk about the Bahamas trip. Super excited. So I'm going to go ahead without any further delay and let's jump into the slides, Alondra. All right, guys. So we have had a chance to kind of over the holidays to put together some amazing plans and calendars for 2024. And I'm so excited to share them with you. US promotions for January, you guys. You asked for it. We were able to deliver Sugar Stop, buy two, get two free. And of course, we have our Rapid Fuel, buy two, get a free bottle of Restorix. Super, super excited about these. Now, tonight, I invited my partner in crime, my cohort, Martine Gerardo, because I know it's been so long since we've all been together that I wanted to invite Martine in to just kind of go over the Canadian promotions, because I know we have, I'm looking at the faces right now. We have so many Canadians on this call. So Martine, do you mind just going over your promotions for
No,
January?
I don't mind at all. Thank you, Kristine. And I know that it was hard for us to part. We've done our calls together and and so here we are together again. Happy New Year, everyone. And Kristine, thank you for giving me the opportunity to quickly go over what we have in store for Canada for January. We have our loyalty product, Restorix, Detox Time, and we have a flash sale that will start on Thursday. And it's the buy two, get one free with Omega Q, and it's time to take good care of our brain. And so this is the promotion that we have, and I will go live on Facebook on Thursday, and we will promote it in the Facebook group for Canada, but I will do a proper launch for the promotion on Thursday. But at least you guys know what is coming in Canada, and it's on the NFR side, obviously. So that's it. Thank you, Kristine.
Absolutely. And Alondra, I think I'm going to go ahead and have you show the next. Oh, well, you know what? We'll go ahead with what I told you we were going to do, because I don't want to change the game plan with you. I'm going to keep Martine for just a second because we have an exciting announcement that is for both US and Canada for this Wednesday. So Martine, sit tight. We're going to talk about it in just a minute. But before we move on, I want to just kind of talk a little bit about the cadence that we are going to do for this next year. So every first Monday of the month, we're going to do our kickoff call. So this month, it's our January kickoff call. Our kickoff call, we are going to tell you all about the promotions. If we have business promotions, we're going to remind you of the trip incentives. This is going to be our call where we really dive into our calendar for the month. And up next, we have Kristen White, because every month as we announce our promotions, we want to really highlight somebody from our wellness council or our athletic council to give a quick training over our products that we're going to be promoting that month. Now, the second week of the month is going to be our leadership call. Now, I'm going to let Martine talk a little bit about her call schedule, but for the US, it's going to be our monthly kickoff call. Then the second week, it is going to be our leadership call. Now, in the past, we have been super, super lucky to have Cameron Bott speak on our leadership calls. This year, we decided to switch it up a little bit, and we are going to have one of you speak on our leadership call every month. And this will be a joint call. I believe Martine will still have her Wednesday call with Canada. But for the Monday call, it is going to be our leadership call. We're going to promo that in just a minute to let you know what's coming up for next Monday. And the third week of the month is going to be our update call. It's just going to be a time for us to get back together, regroup, remind everybody of our promos for the month, any updated news that we need, any flash sales that we have. And then on the last Monday of the month, we're switching this up a little bit. The last Monday of the month, we are going to do our combined recognition call with Canada and US. So you can go ahead and mark your calendars for that. But up next, I want to kick off our January call with Kristen White, because I wanted her to just share just a few minutes, just some quick bullet points about the products this month. I'm going to have her focus on Rapid Fuel and Restorix for the US. I know Canada has Restorix as well. And also promote her upcoming Facebook Live, or no, Shop Live. Sorry, Shop Live. That is coming back. And so, Kristen, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. So I'd love for you just to share some highlights and some bullet points of our products that we are featuring this month.
Yeah, so obviously we're going to talk about Rapid Fuel on our Shop Lab. So if this is a new product for you, this is a great, what I would consider a fitness supplement. This is a performance supplement, also a recovery supplement. This is one you can use if you are getting into new exercise regimens for the new year and you are looking for something to take your exercise to the next edge. This is a great product to use right before you start exercising or to use during exercise. So this is going to be a product that is going to help deliver some carbohydrates, just a very few simple carbohydrate. And sometimes that scares people because they're thinking, oh no, carbs are the enemy. But sometimes when you are in exercise, you do need a little bit of simple sugar. So this is this is a fitness supplement. So this is something you're using to keep your blood sugar stable, to give you endurance, to keep you from plummeting. Because sometimes if you are going into exercise and you've maybe been fasted all night or you're doing intermittent fasting, that blood sugar, this little bit of sugar that the Rapid Fuel will deliver, which is very little, can kind of keep you from bottoming out, okay? It's also going to deliver some a little bit of protein, which is also going to be from an isolate form. So it's going to be a very quick digestible form, which is also easy on your stomach. So sometimes when you think, oh, I shouldn't eat when I'm trying to exercise too, right? That could hurt my stomach. These are going to be very quickly uptaken into your system, where your body absorbs them. It's going to help create lean muscle faster, keep your blood sugar stable where you don't bottom out, and also deliver some really great electrolytes. So you get your calcium, your magnesium, your sodium, and your potassium, which are also very essential when you're exercising. So again, this is a great one to use right before you exercise or during. So if you haven't tried Rapid Fuel, very good. It's very tasty. And I love the electrolytes in it. So electrolytes are very, very important. Hydration is very, very important when you are starting a new exercise program. So huge fan of the Rapid Fuel. Try it. It again is going to be promo, and we'll talk some more about it in the Shop Live. So next is Restorix. If you have not done Restorix, I would probably say this is one of the most beneficial products that Partner Co offers. And I know personally on my teams, we did a Restorix. A lot of us are doing a Restorix challenge on January 1 because we're trying to detox from the holidays. But more than that, Restorix is going to just help us get our environmental toxins out. You just don't realize all the toxins you are exposed to from the air, the water, your food. Ladies, it's in our cosmetics, aluminum, lead. We put it on, and sometimes we don't even think about it unless you are really, really label reading. And sometimes the only way to get them out is by doing some detox. So that's really what Restorix is going to do. It's going to help get those heavy metals out of your system. And if you don't know where you store them, we do know we store them in adipose tissue, which is why it's really nice to do Restorix. It helps break that plateau. But more so than even that, it's going to be stored in your bones, your liver, your kidneys, your brain. And that's super dangerous, okay? Because if it gets in a toxic overload, those organs aren't going to function right. So you're really hindering your cells from doing their biological function. So the way you can get those out is by putting Restorix in, because it's going to have zeolite and chlorella in them. Those are negatively charged ingredients that are in this product, and they are going to go through your bloodstream, and they are going to attach themselves to those positively charged heavy metals, and then they're going to exit through your GI tract. So very important, one, to get those free radicals out, get your body thriving, and just really, I challenge everybody to a Restorex challenge once a year, especially if you're feeling crummy or you're hitting a weight loss plateau. Super, super great, and I think everybody would feel the difference.
Absolutely. Kristen, thank you so much. Kristen is an amazing member of our athletic council, and she's such just a wealth of wisdom for our products. So you'll see as we go back to our announcements, our upcoming shows and Zooms that we are bringing back the Shop Live, and you want to mark your calendars because Kristen is going to be on the 17th. So if you've ever wanted to learn a little bit more about detoxing with Restorex or about Rapid Fuel, you'll definitely want to join us for that call. So Kristen, thank you so much. We're so excited.
You're welcome.
Now, the next announcement that we have for you is coming up this Wednesday, and we're super excited. Martinez has decided to let us share her Wednesday night with us. This is going to be a combined US and Canada call. This is our first Partner Co Connect virtual event. You guys won't want to miss it. It is going to be our kickoff, our global kickoff with John and Darren. We are so excited for this. Martine, I know, what are some of the things that you're looking forward to this call?
What I'm looking forward the most is really the vision that we will all hear at the same time. I think that we have a great message. Last year, we kind of found our way, and this year we're using that way and we're moving forward. And so I look forward to hearing the message from John, from Darren, from Katie, the two of us, watching them just deliver, great stats about our region. I think that we did really well. The US kicked off, and so I think that it will be a great opportunity to all be together, and I'm super happy to land my platform, my Wednesday night platform, for our collective gathering on Wednesday night.
And I want to remind everyone that this is going to be a little bit different in the sense that you do need to register for this event. And that's why we have the QR code right there. Make sure that you're taking a picture of this or capturing it with your camera phone, because you do need to register for this. We posted this in our social media groups as well as the Share app, which has a direct link. But make sure you register. We can't wait to see you on Wednesday. We're excited to share some of our exciting stats for the new year. Thanks, Martine. All right, so the next thing I want to share with you guys is, as I mentioned, we do have our Shop Lives coming back, but also we kicked off our Slenderize Challenge. Hopefully you guys are all participating. I'm super excited for this. Our Slenderize Challenge kicked off just a few days ago. We are going to, it's a 28-day challenge. We switched up a little bit from years past. Every week, we have invited a nutritionist specialist on. You won't want to miss our January 10th Facebook Live with Dr. Crystal Vance. If there is anything that you want to know about Slenderize, this is the one you want to join. Not only does she know it from a medical perspective, but she knows it from a first-hand perspective. She has had such success with Slenderize. It's changed her life. She's changed the lives of thousands of people around her. So make sure that you join us on our Facebook Live. Now, you might wonder where. Please join our Healthier You page. If you just search that out in Facebook, Healthier You, it's one of our Partner Co pages. This is where we do our challenges. Please join us there. Every week, we have a question of the week where you can earn prizes. Once a week, we have our Facebook Live, but more importantly, it's a community where you can share. You can share your struggles, your questions, recipes. So join the Healthier You group, and we will see you on Wednesday at 11 a.m. Mountain Time with Dr. Crystal Vance. And then, as I mentioned, we're bringing back our Shop Lives on January 11th. So this Thursday, we're going to be kicking it off with Laura Sales, how to lose 2 times more weight than dieting alone. And this is from clinical studies. This is from Dr. Ray Strand's studies. Join us with Dr. Laura Sales. If you have sold the Slenderize drops to anyone, this will be a great shop live to have them join to get some of the statistics behind the scenes on that. And then as Kristen and I mentioned, she will be the following Thursday. Now, as I mentioned before, we can go ahead and go to the next slide. Thanks, Alondra. This week is our monthly kickoff call. Next week is our leadership call. This is one that is just a can't miss. This is with Brent Palmer. It is a coach's guide to building a winning team. You know, there are so many incredible workshops or seminars that you can join. Unfortunately, a lot of those online you have to pay money for. This is one of the great things about being a part of the Partner Co community. We are offering this, of course, free of charge. Brent Palmer has earned millions in this industry. He has built dozens and dozens of award-winning and successful teams. So if you want to get a bit of information and guidance and tips from Brent Palmer, make sure that you join us next Monday, the 15th at 7 p.m. And then I also wanted to do a quick reminder for the Canadian call. Martine, do you want to go ahead and just share a little bit about what's upcoming for the Canadian call?
Well, that will be following the leadership call with Brent, and we're moving on to midway into the challenge, the 20-day challenge. It's like you're 2 weeks in, you have 2 weeks left. How to best maximize and really use the tools that we have. And so we have our Wellness Council member Colleen Saunders and Barbara Cox that will come up and talk to us about to everyone. Everyone is welcome to the Canadian call, by the way. I think that now we're going to start having a lot of attendance from both markets on our calls. And this will be okay, I'm 2 weeks in, what's left for me and how to best maximize it. So Colleen and Barbara will help everyone just stay on track and keep focused.
I love it. Okay, you guys, a lot of things going on in January. So make sure that you're making notes. And then up next, I want to just do a quick reminder of the Bahamas. So remember that the trip dates are May 22nd through the 26th. You guys still have a few months. You need to redeem your points by March 29th. So like I said, you have a few more months. Now, this trip with flight is 360 lifestyle credits per person. Without flight, 300,000 per person. Now, if you're wondering, what are lifestyle rewards? How do I qualify for this? Stay tuned. I'm going to show you a quick video, and then afterwards, we're going to bring up Taylor D'Amico to train a little bit on how to look up. Here's the thing. I've downloaded some reports. So many of you already have enough points to qualify, and you probably don't even know. So after this quick video presentation, we are going to invite Taylor up to show you how to go into your back office, how to look up how many points you have. And then as a quick reminder, you have January, February, March. You've got about 3 months more to earn points. So Taylor's going to show you really quickly how you can continue to earn points for this trip. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Let's see. All right, let's pull this up. All right, I'm going to play this to get some inspiration going. Here we go. Thumbs up if you can see my screen. Martine, can you see it?
Hey, Kristine, I think you need to share sound.
Thank you, James. I always forget that part. We got to share. We got to share the sound. Hang on.
It looked really nice, though. I was
Oh my gosh. Thank you. Right? Okay, let's do this. Okay, here we go. Okay, doesn't that look incredible? Oh my gosh. I just have to tell you, some of my most memorable moments of this company have been on incentive trips. Not because of the beautiful locations, which you just saw, but because of the time that we get to spend together as corporate and brand partners. And you really do develop just incredible relationships and friendships. And I want every one of you to have that opportunity. And there's so many of you on this call that are already so close, it may not even realize it with how many points that you have. So I want to, first I want to bring up Taylor, but also we're going to close out today's call with Zheng, and to talk a little bit about the experience that he's had with his teams on these trips. You guys, it is possible, and we want to see you there. So I'm going to turn the time over to Taylor. Are you there?
Yes, I am. Hello, everyone.
Oh, Taylor, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I know that when we talk about lifestyle credits, there's a lot of new people that have joined the company that maybe don't understand what those are. How do those equate to trips? So I brought the man himself on to kind of walk us through that and to show us that it is possible. So Taylor, I'm going to turn the time over to you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. So the first thing I wanted to do was just show you how to view this in your back office, because it's not necessarily just right in your face. So I'm just going to share my screen here. Okay. So we are going to go to, oh, we're already there. We're going to jump into our back office, and on our little hamburger menu up here in the top left, we're going to go to My Money. And then from there, you're going to have your partner code business rewards. We're going to select that. We're going to sign in. It should do it automatically for you, but if not, it's just going to ask you for your brand partner ID number and then the password that you're using. Right off the bat, it's going to tell you how many credits you have available right here.
Taylor, you only have 0.
I know. You told me I'm not allowed to join.
Now, I wish that we could show some of your pages, because I have taken a look and there are so many of you that have hundreds of thousands of points. And Taylor, this is a time to cash in, right?
Absolutely. These trips are amazing. You guys, you're going to see we have the Bahamas trips coming up, but if you want to save those credits, we have Tahiti as well. So the best part about this is you can redeem them, you can save them, but I will say you need to remain commission qualified. If you do not stay commission qualified, you're going to lose out on these credits. So that's an important thing to keep in mind on these, is to make sure that you keep your subscription active and you're hitting those qualifications. But these trips
I just want to see, I want to see in the chat really quickly, how many of you have checked? I'm going to pull up my chat here. How many of you know how many reward points that you have? Put a 1 if you know how many reward points you have. Put a 2 if you're like, oh my gosh, wow, I'm going to go check right after this call. Oh, I'm seeing some 2s. That super excites me. Thank you so much, Taylor, for sharing that.
Absolutely.
All right. So the next question, Taylor, is, all right, so how do I earn these points?
There's 9 different ways you can earn these. So we're going to go through them all. So while I'm in this screen right now, I'm going to click on earning history. This will give you the ability to see how you can earn just right off the bat. You have your 9 ways to earn right here. So you can see these in real time, what you're getting credits from. And then I'm just going to switch my screen here. Oh, I got stuff all over the place. To this PowerPoint so we can look at it in a little bit more detail. Okay, so lifestyle points, the 9 ways to earn. The best part about this is you are earning them for growing your business the way you're already doing it. So organically, you're just going to be getting these credits, but when you know how to earn them, you can be a little bit more conscious of how you're building or the rate at which you're building. If you're getting really close to that trip, you might want to pull the trigger on those few people that are waiting to sign up. So we have 9 ways to earn, and we're going to go through each one really quickly. We have payline volume growth, acquiring new customers and new brand partners, achieving your business level, ordering products each cycle, duplication, the power of 4, advancing your title, earning your title, completing the partner code tips and trainings, and that's in your partner code share app, and then power rankings. So Payline volume growth, this one is probably the most substantial way to earn a large amount of points at one given time. So what we do is we compare the previous 6 months to the current 6 months in what you've earned in Payline volume. And for every 5,000 points that you've grown your Payline volume, we're going to give you 25,000 credits. So you can earn, I've seen people earn millions within a 6-month period, depending on how much growth they've seen. So for example, if you had 10,000 points in Payline volume weeks 1 through 26, and then weeks 27 through 52, you had 15,000 points in Payline volume, you would see 25,000 points deposited into your credits. And that goes exponentially. There's no limit to how much you can earn on that. And I'll just go quickly back here. This is going to be counting for you in real time on the Payline volume growth. So here in blue, SVP, that's going to show what your previous 6 months had for Payline volume. And in green, it's what your current period is. So you can see in real time how close you are to achieving that Payline volume growth. Acquiring new people. You are going to get a 1-to-1 ratio for every point of product that your new customers or brand partners purchase. The best way to think about this one is if you're getting new volume bonus from it, you're getting credits from this. So bring in new people, you're going to get a 1-to-1 ratio for whatever they purchase in points, deposited as to lifestyle credits into your account. So everything that you're already doing is giving you these credits, which is the best part. Next one is achieving your business level. There we go. So if you come in at the activated level of 200 points, you do not get a bonus on that one. So we incentivize you coming in at one of the higher business levels. If you come in at the business level, you're going to get 500 lifestyle credits. If you come in at elite, you will get 1,500. And if you come in at ultimate, you're going to get 3,000 credits. So super simple. Achieve the business level within your first 4 Fridays and get the credits associated with that. Ordering products at each cycle. So we wanted to start incentivizing to keep that auto delivery active. You're purchasing products. It's not always easy to do, especially at the beginnings of your business. So we want to make sure that you're being rewarded for that as well. So every time you place your qualifying order, you are going to get lifestyle credits for that. So when you first activate in your first weeks 1 through 4, there's nothing there for you, but you do get something for achieving that business level. So don't forget about that. You're not getting nothing there. But when your first subscription processes, you're going to get 200 lifestyle credits. The second time your subscription processes, you're going to get 600. The third time, 800, so on and so forth, up to 1,200 credits as long as your subscription continues to process consecutively. And that's for your first 6 months in the business. Next one we have here is duplication of power of 4. Also very similar to how you earn gold status. So if you get personally sponsored 4 people and they do the minimum sales threshold, which is for US and Canada is going to be 200 points. They need to activate their business. You're going to get 200 lifestyle credits for achieving that. So again, all the things that you're already doing, you're already going to be bringing in new brand partners. You're already going to be bringing in new customers. And just being conscious of those things is going to just help you get those credits. One important thing to note on this one, you need to do it within your first 8 Fridays after you enroll. Advancing your title, this is another way to get a good chunk of credits. So What we do is we look at the pay line volume requirement for each title, and then we will give you a 1-to-1 ratio for that in lifestyle credits. So I'm going to use a bigger title like president. It's 20,000 points in pay line volume to achieve the title of president. We would give you 20,000 lifestyle credits for achieving that title. So you're going to see exponentially as you continue to title advance, you're going to see huge deposits of lifestyle credits into your account. Now, earning at your title. So I'm going to use president as an example again. So if you're at the title of president and you continue to hit that pay line volume requirement of 20,000 volume points, we'll give you a 25% dump of those credits. So in this situation, you would see 5,000 credits for every time you achieve the pay line volume requirement for if you were at the title of president. But that's for every title that we have available for you. Completing your partner code tips and trainings. These are going to be in your partner code share app. As you watch the videos and complete those trainings there, you're going to earn those credits there. So just making, especially for somebody who's just enrolled, those are going to be super, super helpful just to know how to get into your back office, how to set up your subscription, all the videos that are there to train you. Just watching those is going to get you some credits right off the bat. And then lastly, at the end of the year, when we pull the power ranking report at the end of the year, the top power rankers are going to see an additional dump of those lifestyle credits. We'll get a list out for what it would be for the US and Canada, because it's going to vary for every market. So we'll get a more detailed description of what that looks like for you. So just even more reason to try to get in those top power rankers, so you can see those big deposits of credits there.
Taylor, thank you so much. And I know that we love providing a lot of different ways for you guys to earn points. We also know it can be overwhelming. So just so you know, you can download the PDF in the Share app that will kind of go over all of these individually. And then Taylor, if somebody has questions, they can always go to their leader, right, to be strategic, or they can call customer service and they can have customer service take a look, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We don't even have to log into your back office to see how many credits you have. It's right in the system that we use to place your orders, set up your subscriptions, enroll new people. So it's right there for us to view. So if you have any questions, concerns, just want to see how much you have and you're not at a computer or, whatever that case may be, give us a call and we can help you out, see how many credits you have, tell you how many you need. We want you guys on these trips.
Oh, awesome. Taylor, thank you so much. And this is going to be a huge part of our training for 2024 because we want you guys to be on these trips. And what's cool about the lifestyle rewards is you're accruing them every month, whether you know it or not. But if you can be strategic about it, you can consciously be going in your back office, checking how many credits I have, going to your leader saying, hey, I want to get on this trip. What can I do? They can sit down with you and strategize how you can earn points. And as new people are joining Partner Co, Taylor, a lot of those things on there are really great for new people that are joining, of whether they go ultimate, whether they do power of 4, correct?
Oh, absolutely. A new person is going to see, if they do those small things, watch the training videos, do your power of 4, get ultimate business level, you're going to see thousands of credits. Within your first month, if you're doing those things. So super, super powerful.
Absolutely. Taylor, thank you so much. And we know that was just the tip of the iceberg, but we wanted to introduce you to that so that you can understand what are lifestyle rewards, what are the credits, how do I get on these trips? And we would love for you. That is kind of my call to action for this call is tonight. We want every single one of you to go into your back office and see how many points you have. Like I said, I think you would be surprised to know that we probably Martina and I know, because we've looked at the reports, we already have more than enough people that can qualify for the Bahamas, but no one has cashed them in yet. So if you tonight, when you go in and you realize that you have enough credits or that you realize that you're really close, we really want you to reach out to Martina or I make sure you get your names on the list of either I have an intention to cash in these points, or I'm really close. Kristine, Martine, I really want to go. These are my intentions. Please email those to us because we want to make sure that we get you on the RSVP list. Now, you do have until March 29th. Now, Taylor, remind me again, for the pay line growth, that happens, is it once a year that we get that drop? I know the pay line growth and the power rankers, those are the only two that happen once a year.
So the pay line volume dump, you'll actually see twice a year. You'll see one in January and then one in around beginning of July. So we just finished up one. So a lot of you are probably seeing that pay line volume dump from last year. So what we do is we just compare the last 6 months to the current 6 months. So you'll receive those dumps twice a year on the pay line volume growth. And then the power ranker one is once a year.
Awesome. All right, Taylor, thank you so much. And I know we're going to have you back for more training. So I really, really appreciate that.
Can't wait.
All right. So before we move on, I want to see in the chat, give me, let's see, give me a 5. Give me a 5 if you promise me you're going to check how many reward points you have tonight. James is like 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. I love it. Okay. Make sure that you're checking that. If you have questions, if you missed it, we're going to post this recording in the Partner Co leadership page or group. We'll post it there. But if you have questions, feel free. That is something you can always reach out to customer support to. That is what they're there for. So yeah, for those of you that maybe, oh my gosh, I forgot where it was, reach out to partner support. They can go through that with you. We want to see you all there in the Bahamas. And now that we've announced it, the race is going to be on. So we do need you to contact us and let us know of your intentions for cashing in those points. So you guys, thank you so much. And now I am excited because I always want to end the call with one of our key leaders, one of our brand partners. And the one that I really, it was just a no-brainer for me, was to invite James Zheng on. James has, I don't know how he does it. In fact, I hope he shares some of his tips tonight. Almost every single trip, he has the most people from his team that are qualified for this trip. So James, welcome to tonight's call. And I would love for you just to share the importance of these incentive trips. And then also, what is it that you're doing that you're getting all of your team members on these trips?
Absolutely. Hey, Partner Co fam, give me a wave or throw a 5 in the comments if you can hear us. I'm going to show you today exactly how you and your team will win. And allow me, do I have permission to coach you a little bit? Put a yes in the comments if you're okay with that. I'm literally going to give it all right? I love Taylor's presentation. I love it. I love how Partner Co pays us in so many ways. But also, can we agree it's confusing? Right? Like, if you're like me, you look at the whole breakdown, you're like, this sounds great, but what does that mean to me? How do I do this? I'm just going to remove all the stuff so you have one simple focus view on win this, all right? But there's going to be one phrase I'm going to resonate multiple times throughout this conversation. And here it is. In fact, repeat it after me in the chat, which is play the game. Type that in the chat. Play the game. This is my game plan going into Partner Co 2024. This is my game plan going to the top and bringing the team and all Partner Co to the billions. Is if we find a game to play and we have fun with this game, then we're going to win all the other things like the lifestyle we want, the transformations we want, the impact that we want, and all of that. And there's a game in this business of Partner Co. Right? I grew up a super nerd, by the way. I grew up playing Nintendo and PlayStation, and I'm a Mario Bros person. I'm a nerd. All right, I played Counter-Strike and stuff like that. So when it comes to games, though, I think all of us, we like games. Right? Maybe for you, it's board games. Maybe for you, it's Tetris. Maybe for you, it's card games. Like, we see a different side of you come out, right? So I want to see the competitive blood come out of that in today. So this is the first thing that I tell our team, Kristine. I hope this doesn't get me in trouble, all right?
Give away all the secrets, James. Do it.
Awesome. So the first thing that we say is this: if corporate throws anything, take it. If they throw anything, win it. If they throw a Slenderize challenge, win it. If they're throwing money that's not out of your own pocket, I mean, who here would agree that getting on a trip is amazing, but would anyone agree with me that getting a paid for trip is even more amazing, right? If that's the case, right? Take it all. And to be honest, some of the times these games, like the Bahamas, maybe like I've been to Bahamas 10 times. It's not about that. It's about the sport of the game itself. Because, and this is for leaders out there, if you want your newest teammate to latch on and become big earners in this company, we need to remember what it's like being a brand new person. You see, when it comes to trips for me, I know there's different types of people when it comes to trips. Trips were really near and dear to my heart in my life. And maybe you grew up like me. My family was the type, we didn't grow up rich. Our good trip was taking a road trip in our silver minivan, our Honda Odyssey that we drive until we die. We'd go to any place that we could drive to and afford to go to, but we never flew places. We never took exotic Bahamas trips. Those things seem so untouchable. In fact, put a 1 in the comments if you resonate with me on that. Some of us are on the other side and you're more fortunate. Now, fortunate, we can afford to go on trips and stuff. But when it came to seeing this trip, I remember, Kristine, when I was new and I saw these trips, I said, I would so love that. Obviously, we all want to win it. Who wouldn't? But to be honest, in my mind, I'm like, I can't afford that. I can't do that. I'm not a big leader. How do I do this? And if you're at all feeling that way at all, I want to challenge you. That's exactly why you need to make this a goal to get onto. Because one of the biggest things that these trips do, besides it being a paid for vacation, is that it grows and it expands your mind on what you believe is possible. Let me challenge you this. Who here would love to make enough money through your business where it can replace your full-time job or support your retirement wherever you're at, right? Put a me in the comments. You're like, that'd be amazing. That'd be amazing, right? I'm going to be real. If we're scared about winning this trip, and I'll tell you how much it takes to earn it, then I challenge that belief on if you believe it's possible to get that big dream done. If you want to make a 5-figure, 6-figure, 7-figure income in this, we should look at this trip like, that's easy. That's nothing. Now, in the beginning, it might not feel that way. It took me years to finally win it, but I remember finally getting challenged in my mindset saying, I'm going to lock it in as a goal and I'm going to be there one day. So one reason why you have to go is that it expands your mindset and it challenges your belief on what you believe is possible. Number 2, why should you go? The biggest thing, like what Kristine said, is on these trips, they're different from any other event. It's not like going to an convention's amazing. PXP's amazing. Like all of our Zoom calls are amazing. But these trips get you in close vicinity with people for a long time. We were just in Tahiti not long ago. We were on a 14-hour, 12-hour boat ride.
James, can I just interrupt and say, how amazing was that? I remember the moment we were in the middle of the ocean, like 3 hours pontoon ride in the middle of the ocean. And you hit VIP 3. You were working while we're on the ocean in Tahiti. There's nothing like it, right?
Not at all. Endless memories, unforgettable memories on that trip, that boat ride specifically, you know? And it's like those memories are things that are so worth it, those experiences, but you also pick up pro tips. It was on that trip, North America is blowing up because of many different leaderships coming in. But one person, Robin Perone, we know Robin. You know what happened is on that trip in Tahiti, I was asking Todd Rowland his goals. I was picking his mind. Right? I'm really big on getting around people that are way smarter than me and asking them for advice. These trips, hey, you're on a boat ride for 12 hours. You got time to talk to them, right? So I asked Todd his goal. You know what he said? He said, James, my goal this next year is to optimize 2 new lines. If you don't know what that means, I mean, adding an extra $20,000 a month to your income. I'm like, that's an interesting goal. Like, I didn't think about it that way. And you know what happened the next year? That's when Todd led to multiple people who eventually led to Robin Perone, who then pioneered the whole Slenderized system of growth, which is now catapulted North America. I know one of the big reasons was because Todd had that intention, and I took that note down. I want to ask you this question. What if that one golden nugget that could have changed your life and your business could have been found from one conversation on that trip, but we missed it? We missed it. How much would that cost us? So another reason why we go is for this expanded association. We become friends, we become family. You're literally going to be friends for the rest of your life once you go on these trips. And the last reason I'd say to go is, honestly, this is for reals. All right, we love travel and everything. Partner Code, the way they do trips, they roll out the red carpet. Like, you are wined and dined. You feel like you are. If you've been on a trip, by the way, if you would agree with me, put yes in the comments below. Like, they go above and beyond. This isn't going to, like, no offense, like, they don't pick Motel 6, for example. They pick the best of the best. They pick things that even if we could buy it, I'd rather not. You know, it's like they really go out of the way. Corporates there, like, you feel like a VIP and you're like, man, this is life, right? So why to go? I know I'm preaching to the choir on why to go, but I think it's important that you understand that. But if you're real serious in qualifying for one of these one day, put a yes in the comments below. Like, it might be this year. It might be next year. It might be 5 years. It took me a couple of years to finally get onto it, but it needs to be a serious intention. Awesome. Number 2, now who wants to know how to qualify? All right, how do we do this? I'm going to break it down real easy. I'm going to break it down with 2 different ways. There's a loyalty way, and then there's a champion way. Who here would rather be a champion though, right? Champion sounds better. Okay, let me tell you what loyalty is. Loyalty, and I like how Partner Code does this. Loyalty is, it'll reward you with these credits over the course of the years as you stay eligible, as you continue to use the products, as you continue to grow in your income and your title advancements, as you continue to share the product and you share the business. You're just going to see that your points, even if you're not paying attention to it, unless you do the homework assignment that Kristine did, you're going to notice that you're just going to have all these points. You're like, where did this come from? It's like reward points on a credit card because you are loyal to the company and loyal to sharing the message. Some of you, by doing it this way, you'll have enough points in 3 years to get a trip. You'll have enough in 5 years. You'll have enough in 10 years. Hey, that's a free trip. I'll take it regardless, like that, right? So loyalty, you can do that, which is great. But I want to speak to the champions right now because Partner Co is poised to go to the billions. I'm not you. I don't want to miss out on this big ride. So here's how we do it. You have 6 months starting now. Actually, it started last week, but in 26 weeks, here's a target to hit. You want to, compared to your last 26 weeks of the last year, grow $10,000 in base commission. Now, you might not know what that means, but put 10K in the chats, just so I know that you got this. Here's the number, $10,000 in base commission growth. So if you made 10,000 base commission last year, you can check on your commission summary. You can call corporate. You can talk to your leaders, right? If you can grow 10,000 more, so let's say you did 10K from June to December last year, you do 10K more from right now to end of June. So you need 20K. If you're brand new, then that means you just need to make 10,000 base commission this upcoming 6 months. If you do that, you will win, and probably more than enough win actually, a trip for any one of these trips like Bahamas right there. Okay. Now let's break that down. That's around 1,700 base commission per month. Base commission, if you really want this business to become a legacy business, you want it to replace your job, you want it to bolster retirement, the biggest way you're going to get paid in this business is going to be base commission. You're going to start to grow a team. You're going to start to kind of understand how the volume works a little bit, all right? Leaders pay attention to base commission and payline volume growth. So it's around like $2,000 a month if you break it down. Now, who here would agree that at least one of your goals in your business is to make at least an extra $2,000 a month, right? Give me a wave or put it to you in the comments. It's like, yeah, for sure. I mean, that's not enough to replace most jobs, right? That's a really good side hustle. So it's on the way for most of us in the goals that we have. So look at that. That's why I said it's like, it should feel like it's chump change. It should feel like it's nothing. I got to check that thing off right there, right? But you want to, if you're a champion, this is a goal that I would start to look at every week. If you know your base commission growth that you need to have, every week on average, are you growing by $500 base commission every week? And the race starts right now. If you want to qualify the next 6 months for the next trip, whatever it's going to be, I just know it's going to be amazing. I don't care where we're going to go. We can go in Kristine McKay's backyard. She's going to make it fly. You know, it's going to be amazing. So this is not including retail, by the way, that number I gave you. This is not including any other bonus except for base commission. It's the easiest one to track. Okay. We want to be team builders. We want to build scalable residual exponential income. So if you're growing by 500 a week, then you will in 6 months be able to achieve these trips. All right. So I hope that clarifies. I hope you at least got 10K, right? Put a me in the comments if you at least got that. Like save that, bank it down, and like talk to your leaders afterwards to break it down. All right. Last thing is this. Why should I even go right now? Like, why right now? Like, you can always win these trips, right? Like, we can do this at any time. And specifically, I actually want to talk to those that have credits right now, but you haven't cashed them in. Why aren't we cashing them in? Remember, what was the three? I said there was 3 words in the beginning that I was going to repeat throughout this. Does anyone remember what that was? There was 3 words that I mentioned in the beginning. I'm quizzing you. Play the game. Lily's got it. Play the game. Let me see. I'm in a growth mode right now. I'm recruiting heavy. I'm enrolling. Like, we're growing. Like, Partner Co is growing right now. So if I want to play team with what Partner Co's got going on, I want to play anything that they have. So we've been fortunate now to be on many trips. We've been fortunate now to win many of them. We're fortunate now because of our business, we can afford to buy our own trips. But whether it's Bahamas or wherever that it is, I know that if I want to play this game right now, I need to be immersed. I need to be around the fire. I need to be around the top earners. I need to be around the corporate execs. I need to build the relationships right now. And I'm telling you right now, if you want a personal relationship with all the movers and shakers, the ones that are decision makers, the future multi-millionaires of a future multi-billion-dollar company, the best time to build those relationships is right now when it's small. Guys, we're not big yet. Right now we have what, 242 lines? Can you imagine when this is 500, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000? We have multiple things, right? Canada included as well too. Their calls will be 10,000 by their own. So if that's the case, it's going to get way harder. I've been in other companies where it's like, man, just to try to connect with people, you got to jump through loops and hoops. Right now, it's anyone's game. And it's your time. Why not make it your time right now? Who here feels like 2024, you and your family deserve nothing but the best life, right? Give me a wave or put a me in the comments below. If that's the case, that's why going onto these trips is so important, because they're going to lock you in. Even if you can only pay for part of your trip with credits, some people are like, I don't want to buy the trip. I'm just going to check broke thinking. All right. The way I think is this, whatever it takes, we need to be in the places that can grow us, that can challenge us, that can expand our mind, because it's not the cost of doing it, it's the cost of not doing it. So, Kristine, I'll leave it at that. I'll ask one more question, I'll give it back to you. Truly, my heart is this. I want to see each and every single one of you at these trips. We want to have fun, want to break bread, want to have memories. We want to just take a whole bunch of selfies. We'll do some cool social media content for you guys, you know, by the way. But if you're truly serious and actually playing this game with us in Partner Co and being in one of these trips one of these days, put a 100 in the comments below, just so Kristine can see, just so your leaders can see, just so you know as well too for that. Kristine, back to you.
James, I knew that you were the one to deliver this message because, like I said, every trip that we have, your team is there. So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I just signed up a couple months ago, let's be realistic. You may not have enough points to go to Bahamas. So does that mean, you know what? This isn't for me. What would you recommend to those people that, you know what, might not have enough points by March 29th? What would your advice be for them?
Start early and do it now. Be in a position. How nice would it be if the next trip, I remember it was a convention once, Kristine. And, I'm looking at this trip. I'm like, I'm so broke. I don't know if I can make this. Oh man, that's for the leaders. And I heard earshot that some of the top leaders, they saw the trip and this was their response. It was so badass and it was so unintentionally badass. She said this, she said, hey, they announced a trip. Hey, that's where we're going next year. Cool, we're ready. Like they already knew they were going to the trip because they already had earned enough, already banked up. They're like, it doesn't matter what it is. We're just going anyway because they played the game enough where they got to that place. But we have to put in that hustle right now. We have to put in those dues right now so we can get to that place later.
I love that. Start playing the game now, because we will announce the next trip at PXP in September, right? You have got all of these months as a head start. Holy cow. You may have earned the trip for September before we even announce it in September. Now, of course, we definitely want those of you that are close to be on the Bahamas trip. Now, James, I just want to thank you so much. You broke it down so beautifully. Play the game. When we've done surveys about why this business, aside from additional side hustle, the number one, the clear one is travel, experiences. That is one thing we will always provide to you. So James, thank you so much for sharing with us. And I want to just share, I won't say who this is from, but I actually, as we've been sitting here, my texts have been going off, boom, 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 boom. And I wanted to share this one because I loved it so much. They said, oh my gosh, I think I can bring 5 or 6 people. Oh my gosh, my points are off the chart. I'm so grateful. I didn't even realize it. I actually can't believe it. When I saw how many points I have, I hadn't even looked until you just talked about it tonight. How many of you are sitting here and haven't checked your points for a while? I think that you would be surprised. Like I said before we started, Martine and I have checked the points for US and Canada. We already have enough people for this trip. No one has cashed their points in yet. And my guess is that a lot of you don't even know that you have points or that you are so close. So I want to leave this call with you that Martine and I, we want to hang out with you on the beaches. We want to develop our relationships, our friendships, and we want this to be an incredible networking opportunity for you. One thing that James and Becky are so good at is, when I look on their social media, I think, oh my gosh, I want to go the places that they're going. I want to do what they're doing. You will get so much leverage from posting pictures from these trips and these opportunities. And we want you to be a part of that. So continue to send me texts, continue to check your points. Martine and I are so excited for all of you. The spots I have a feeling that when I wake up tomorrow, the spots are going to be filling up for that. So if you already have enough points and you want to go on this trip, please email Martine and I. If you are close, maybe if you're even that far away, email us anyway. Let's put together a game plan. You've got about 3 months to get there. You guys, I am so appreciative of every single one of you. I know that the incentive trips for Martine and I both are some of the highlights, and it has nothing to do with the locations. It's a chance for us to be together with you one-on-one. And I hope I don't embarrass this person. I don't think I will. Lily Lou, I might invite her on a call somewhere in the future because it was her just life's dream to be able to take her husband and her daughter for her graduation on a trip. And so the joy that I had sitting with them on a trip and seeing how hard that she worked to get them there and the joy in their faces, it was truly probably one of my most fulfilling and rewarding experiences in this role. And I'm telling you right now, if Lily can do it, any one of you can do it. But it was because she was watching her points. It was because she was connecting with James and saying, what do I need to do? I'm short this many. And they all collaborated together. This is Partner Co. We are partners. And it is incredible when you put out your intentions to your partners, how everyone comes to help get you to where you need to be. It is a team effort. And so I just, Lily, I hope it's okay that I shared that experience of yours, because it really was a testament to me that if what somebody just typed, desire and intention, and that really is what it's about. So Martine, thank you so much for joining us tonight with all your beautiful Canadian brand partners. I want to thank Kristen White for joining us tonight to do a little bit of training on our products. Taylor for training. We will have more trainings in the future. I know that it's because there are 9 different ways, like James said, 9 different ways. There's a lot of maybe questions that you have. Please reach out to your leaders. You can go onto the Share app. You can download ways to earn so that you can be tracking it yourself. James and Becky, thank you so much for all that you guys contribute to the company and for your teams. And last but not least, we're going to see you in Bahamas. So go to bed tonight thinking of the beautiful ocean waves, and we will see you there. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night.